Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Watch Takes here on Watches with Oliver. Glad to have you here. So for today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at the Frederique Constant Highlife watch. So there are different versions of this watch, and I did do a first look of this watch back in, I believe, August, and it is in my YouTube channel. So if you want to go ahead and take a look at it there, please go ahead. I took a look at it with Joe. He was giving me his first impressions, and it was my first impressions of the watch as well. But today is going to be the official review of the watch. And like I said, there are different versions of the Frederique Constant Highlife. There's open heart versions, there's 41 millimeter versions, a perpetual calendar, a 39 millimeter version. So there are different versions of the Highlife watch. There's even a chronograph if you want. But this particular one is just a date-only complication. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the watch more in depth and take a look at, everything all about it. All right, so here's the Frederique Constant Genève Live Your Passion box. Don't mind the dent here that I accidentally did. So it comes in this outer box, which is two-tone. It's this nice green material, or nice green color, and then it's this beige color right here. On the back, it does say standard Highlife because this is a standard box for the Highlife models. So this is the outer box, nicely textured, feels high quality, and it's obviously pretty durable because of that little dent. If we go ahead and remove the box, there is going to be an inner box, and this nice flap right here is pretty cool because then you could just slide out the inner box rather than dumping it, trying to get the inner box out of the way. So once we get this out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at the booklet that we have here. That's your standard Frederique Constant Genève booklet. And in here, it does have warranty activation cards and international warranty, all which are on a QR code. The center location, service center locations, and the user manual also on a QR code, and a Frederique Constant certificate of authenticity. Also included, because it is a certified chronometer, is the COSC paperwork for it, which is pretty cool because sometimes watches nowadays, they do come with COSC certification or some sort of certification, but you don't receive the paperwork data that was included with it for testing. So they always stamp the movement to identify it. This is 16740. It's not the model movement number, but it's just an identification for COSC. And this is the watch rate certificate number. So the movement is a FC303 or the Salida SW200, which is based on that. So if we take a look at here, you can see all the data in the 15 days of testing in the various positions, 7 different positions, all the daily rates of that particular movement, the variations of the daily rates, and the temperatures at which the watch was tested on in Celsius. And on the other side, you get to see the daily mean. So the mean daily rate in the different positions is 5.44 seconds per day. So the limit is -4 + 6. So that is within specification for COSC certification, which that's why this movement was able to obtain the certificate. Fun fact, Rolex COSC certified all of their movements. They're the largest movement manufacturer to submit their watches for certification. It wasn't until recently which they started doing their own certification of +2, -2 seconds a day, which is a lot more stringent than the COSC testing. But it's pretty cool to have the certificate with it because most manufacturers, they might not include something like this. So usually it may indicate a higher quality of movement, or that it can sustain its rate for a longer period of time. But some people like it, some people think it's useless. I like all the details, so I do like these little things here. So if we go ahead and move this aside, and we'll go ahead and take a look at the box here, the inner box. If you open it up, and there it is, the watch. So this is model number FC303 BLS 3NH6B. That is quite the model number there. Pretty long number there to memorize. So, but if you're curious, that's the model number for this particular Highlife. So this is the 39 millimeter version of the Highlife. So there is the 41 millimeter version, but I opted for the 39 because 41 in this size is a little bit large on my 6.5-inch wrist. It is an integrated bracelet watch, as you could see, but they are interchangeable. So normally it does come with this leather strap, but I did purchase this rubber strap separately from Masters in Time from the Netherlands. So they were able to supply me with this. It's a bit harder to find this size strap for the 39 millimeter. There's a lot of there's more for the 41 millimeter version because that was out longer. But the 39 millimeter version is nice and compact for my wrist. And as you can see, this is the blue dial version of it with Fotina, which is interesting on the Lume right there. There's certified chronometer in red, automatic, with the wording Frederique Constant Genève on the dial. Very simple dial. I prefer this dial versus the other Highlife versions with the globe on it. I don't know, the globe is okay, but I just prefer just not having any design on my dial. As you can see here, we're just gonna go ahead and take it off this pillow. So as you can see here, it does come on this nice integrated bracelet, but it is removable. We'll take a look at how you do that later. The outside of the links are brushed and the inner portion of the links are centered, so just keep that in mind. I did get this back in July, so it does have some scratches on it. Nice perlage design right there on the butterfly clasp, and it goes like this. There's the Shield logo right there that closes it up, and to release you just push on these two pushers and that'll open it up. The case is see-through, as you can see. There's the Sellita SW200 movement, or the, what I should say, the FC303 caliber. 26 joules, 28,800 vibrations per hour. It's nice to have this particular movement too, because it is easily serviceable, parts are readily available, and yeah, so you don't have to worry about it costing an arm and a leg or worrying about the parts if they're still available. So yeah, nice brush finishing right here, nice polished bezel. The sides are as high polished, and the dome is ever so slightly, or I'm sorry, the sapphire crystal is ever so slightly domed, as you can see right there, which I've noticed on most Frederique Constant watches. The sapphire crystal is domed. The back glass is also sapphire crystal as well, and the crown is signed with the coat of arms. It is not a screw down crown, but this version of the Highlife, the older versions were only rated for 100 feet, and then they upgraded the 39 millimeter versions, and I think any version with the red text, to 100 meters or 330 feet. So sport watch that is waterproof, versatile. You could wear it and go swimming with it and stuff, and there'd be no problems. I have already taken it in the water, and yeah, I haven't had any problems with it. Very tight bracelet, as you can see. It is a pin and collar system, so these are not screws. Some people may like it, some people don't. I mean, if Patek Philippe uses a pin and collar system, it's fine for me. It doesn't need to be screws. But other than that, it is a beautiful, beautiful watch. And I'm really happy with this purchase. We will show the Lume later on. The Lume is pretty good. I like it. It's visible, has longevity. It's not bright, but it's definitely visible in the nighttime. And that's interesting, the Fotina as well, you know, that choice to make these markers like that, because most of the time it is red, I'm sorry, it is white. As you can see, the minute marker on the outside has the seconds and minute markers on the ring, and then on the outer part of the dial, and then they are labeled. And then there's the date right there. So again, these two bracelets are They don't come with these two bracelets. It normally comes with this leather strap, but I did buy this rubber strap from Master in Times from the Netherlands. So yeah, they were able to provide me with one. So now I have the full set. So we are going to take a look at how to swap these and what it looks like on the wrist. All right, so quick release straps are all the rage nowadays. Manufacturers are incorporating more and more. I've seen Vacheron Constantin, Bulova, Frederique Constant obviously have them. Tissot, and a lot of other major manufacturers have them. So it's pretty easy, as you could see right here. So if we go ahead and you see those two pins right there. So basically the way it'll work is if you take a look at it right here, these two, you just basically push them in like so, and that's how you release them, right? So pretty easy and straightforward. So if we go ahead and do that here, so we'll just go ahead and release one and then two, like so. So as you can see here, let's take a look at the movement here real quick. So again, this is the caliber FC303, which is based on the Sellita SW200 movement. You could see right there, it does say what the movement number is that was used for COSC certification. So it's 16740. So it has this nice gold tone rotor, nice machining on the movement itself. There it is right there. So looks very high quality, very nice finishing. Not the top finishing you'd see on the other SW200 models. Sometimes there's perlage going on, but I do like this particular design. It's simple and clean, not too ostentatious, but still nice looking. As you can see here, it says 10 ATM, Swiss made, Frederique Constant Highlife, and then the model or the caliber number right there, FC303. So, yep. So that is the movement right there. So let's go ahead and put on a rubber strap. So if we go ahead and just pair this like so, and then you got to squeeze these two things, and then like that. Make sure you got to lock it into place, make sure it's in there, and then we'll go ahead and do the same on this side. That. Sure it's snug and secure, and that's it. There you go. And that is how you change straps on the Frederique Constant Highlife models. Very easy, very simple. Manufacturers should incorporate this more because you can definitely get a versatile watch with different straps like so. And you can definitely turn it into a dress watch, a sport watch, or a dress and sport watch with the stainless steel model. So let's go ahead and take a look at how these look on my 6.5-inch wrist. So here is the rubber strap. Has nice stitching right here and this nice texture as well. Very comfortable, very snug. And it also has, to match the links right here, these metal inserts or stainless inserts right here. So it's very nice, very comfortable. I would call this my summer go-to strap. You could wear this in the pool and then with shorts or something, but really nice, really versatile. It does have two keepers right there, which is pretty cool and standard, obviously. But yeah, and as you could see, it's pretty nice on the leather strap. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what it looks like on the leather strap. So here it is on the leather strap, ready for a night out. Here is the buckle with the Frederique Constant sign buckle right here. Very comfortable, very nice. It almost feels like suede. The leather is of high quality with this matching blue stitching right here. But it's nice, thin, supple, very comfortable, and it's perfect for when you're dressing it up for the evening as well. And it's also nice in the summertime, basically any time, because it's a really comfortable um, strap for the watch. And then last but not least, let's go ahead and take a look at the watch in the stainless steel band. And here it is in the stainless steel configuration. Right here, very comfortable, very just form-fitting, just hugs your wrist very nicely, and as you can see, very elegant, very sporty, all at the same time. Something to keep in mind for the bracelet, it does not come with half links, so these links are what you get. So that may be hard to fit it for you, but I mean, it does come with a lot of links, but there's just no half link. So that's just something to keep in mind. But on my wrist, it just fits super comfortable and super well. It's really I just want to note the sapphire crystal does have anti-reflective coating, so that's why it looks as good as it does without the reflection. But yeah, this is what it looks like in the stainless steel band configuration. I've worn it mostly on this primarily, which is evident from the scratching as you can see on the bracelet. But the other bands are just as good, and you know, when the time comes, I could just swap them out and it'll have a totally different style on its own. If we go ahead and take a look at the individual bands here, as you can see, it says Crococaf, and it is a 24 millimeter right here. The inside is nice and supple, and the outside has a crocodile texture to it, or feel, as you could see. Has nice blue stitching, and it has these integrated um, winglets, I guess you'd call them, that make up the look of the watch when you're putting them on. So this is the back side and the front side of the leather band. And then of the rubber one, it does have also stitching as well, same color. It has also these winglets, if you will. And then on the back, as you can see, it's rubber. It also has the stitching. And on this portion, it does say Frederique Constant Genève with the measurements of 24 millimeters. And I'm guessing 75 is the length. And this one says 115. So yeah. Again, when you buy the Highlife, it does come with the leather strap, but it does not come with the rubber strap, so you have to buy this one separately. All right, so we're also going to go ahead and take a look at the Lume here. So if we go ahead and shine some UV light on it, my apologies, it's not totally dark in here, but you'll get the idea of what the Lume is like. So you kind of get the idea of what the Lume is like there. Sorry, it's not dark right now. But you can see there it is this nice hue of green, and like I said, it does have longevity. It does last throughout the night, which is nice and useful if you do wear your watches while you sleep, and then you know, just glance to see the time. So it does work pretty well, and again has a longevity throughout the night. Alright, so that concludes my video for the Frederique Constant Highlife watch. What do I think about it? What is my watch take? I think it is a great, phenomenal watch. You do get a lot for your money's worth. The quality, the finishing, and just the overall package really screams good value for the money. Frederique Constant tagline has always been accessible luxury at an affordable price point, where it goes to show that you don't have to spend thousands of tens of thousands of dollars just to have a quality watch. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hopefully you'll see more videos in the future. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.